Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. For everything, we require qualification. If we don't have qualification and we go there, we will be a tragedy for that institution. See, there was a mother, she came with her son and asked me, Swamiji, please tell, he has completed his schooling. What is better? Whether engineering is better or medicine is better? Now imagine, all kinds of questions come to us. You produce children and trouble us? So, I asked the child, took the interview. 17 multiplied by 6, how much it comes? He started looking for the phone and the calculator. I said, I'll tell you, join medicine. See, what is good? No. What for you are good, that is important. See, friends. Therefore, when we study scriptures, we have to have some foundation clear in our mind. The first one, this is Bhringaraj. Is it electronic Onkar? Anyway, listen to me, not to that. So, it is said, Ishvara anugrahat eva pumsam advaita vasana mahad bhaya paritranad vipranam upajayate. In Avadhuta Gita, the first statement comes here. See? If we are exposed to this 15th chapter of Gita, recognize this. It is sheer God's grace that we are all together here. Not our efforts. See, this is the foundation of spiritual life. Otherwise, we start, I had decided, I went, nothing. You can't even stop your sneezing. See? You must have seen many times it happens. You are sitting for a meeting and all that, and in that a nice sneeze comes, and you say, excuse me, and everybody holds their breath so that they can receive this sneeze. And that also gives them dhoka. It doesn't come. And then, hey, nothing is in our hands, my friends. Nothing is. Ishvaranugrahateva. In Ramcharitmanas, Tulsidas writes, Bina Hari Krupa mile nahi santa. Without the divine grace, we do not come across the saints and sages. So there are 3-4 types of grace. First is the Ishvara Krupa, grace of God. By grace of God, we come across saints and sages. By the grace of the saints and sages, we are explained the scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad. See? And by the grace of the scriptures, we are given sufficient GPS. See? So 3 graces are done. God's grace, we are here. Then the grace of the teacher, you will be exposed to the Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter, that is there. Now all the details will be provided, that is there. So Ishvara Krupa, Guru Krupa and Shastra Krupa, these 3 are there. Now the 4th is remaining. What is the 4th one? Atma Krupa. We have to grace yourself. See, we should not see it as a challenge to the Mahatma. Mahatmaji, you try to improve me, huh? No. We have to cooperate. And what is the cooperation? See, in Vivek Chudamani, Bhagwan Shankaracharya writes that if I am hungry, nobody can take food on my behalf. If I am having some health problem, nobody can take medicine on my behalf. In the same manner, I have to walk my spiritual path by the one, to the one, all alone, without feeling lonely. That is the self-grace. And therefore, now we are in your 4th stage, Atma Krupa. So, why so much importance to this Bhagavad Gita? See, at the end of every chapter, there is a statement, concluding statement. See, in Sanskrit language, there is no full stop. What they call period is not there. It's only iti. Therefore, when the chapter is over, it is said, Om Tassad iti. Iti means full stop. Om Tassad iti. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishad Su Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Arjuna Vishad Yogo Nam, 1st chapter. Now, when it is said that Bhagavad Gita is about Upanishad, Upanishatsu. And what is Upanishad? Upanishad is the essence of Vedas. See? Like the essence of the milk is ghee, the purified butter. Essence. In the same manner, what is the essence of the Vedas is the Upanishad. See? We start from a physical level, what we call dharma, religion. And what is the religion? Religion is that wherein we are taught how to live in a society without becoming a problem to the society, but remaining as an asset. That is Dharma Shastra. Therefore, in Taittiriya Upanishad, this topic comes that Satyam vada dharmam chara swadhyayanma pramadaha acharyaya priyam dhanamavrutya prajatantum ma yavachetsi satyanna pramaditavyam dharmanna pramaditavyam bhutyaina pramaditavyam. This is how we have to live. That is Adi Bhautik at the KG1, KG2 level. But we can't continue to remain in KG1, KG2 throughout life. We have to graduate. Then we come to the 2nd stage. 2nd stage is we should engage ourselves and hook ourselves for something higher in life. Whenever the goal of our life is higher, lower things automatically drop. See? If the goal of our life is, I should get a nice cup of tea in the morning, be a chai wala, whole life take tea. Something higher in life. And what is the highest in our life? Be attentive. We must be an instrument which will be chosen by the Lord to express through us. That is the goal of our life. See? And for that, we have to invoke the devotion, the path of upasana. So these two aspects. One is karma, second is upasana. Karma is for what? Not achieving success in life. Karma is for purification of the mind. And what is the purification? Getting rid of our personal likes and dislikes. That is the burden that we carry. And then the upasana is done so that our mind is anchored to something higher in life. When these two things are done, we have done a great favor to ourselves. Now the mind is not a problem and the mind is not running here and there. Now to such a student, yoga is told. Now what is the yoga? Yoga is that we are self-disciplined in our life. See friends, self-discipline is freedom. Imposed discipline is a bondage. Discover self-discipline. When we wake up, when we go to sleep, how much we eat, how much we talk, whether it is necessary to talk or not, or are we a non-stop chatterbox? Self-discipline. When these three things are done, then we have become qualified to study the scriptures. Now, such you that you are here, Upanishad give the ultimate touch about removing our wrong notions. We all carry different notions about ourselves. We are living a notional life. Notion about ourselves. Notion about the world. Notion about God. Notion about spiritual practice. And the worst is notion about realization. These notions are removed without introducing new notions. It is not a notion replacement. See? Otherwise, earlier I used to eat non-vegetarian, but now I eat vegetarian. Arey Baba, that I is still there. We want to get rid of this I. And it is for this purpose we study Upanishads. See? Upanishad, this meaning of this word Upanishad is Shad Dhatu has got Gati, Himsa, Avasadan, three meanings. And Upani, these are the Upasargas, prefixes. So we go to the teacher, sit near with all sincerity and devotion and learn. And what will be the knowledge given? First, Gati, what is the destination of our life? And then, what are the obstacles which are to be destroyed? And third thing, how can weaken the impact of the life around us? These three things are told through the study of scriptures, Upanishad. And such Upanishads are put together and brought in Bhagavad Gita. Be attentive. Essence of all Upanishads or essence of all the Vedas is the respective Upanishads. Essence of all Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. See how concentrated it is. And the essence of Bhagavad Gita is 15th chapter. This is the ultimate. If you study this chapter in depth, you will see the change will start happening to you, but you will not know. See, friends, others will know. See, Maharaj, it is so simple, and therefore we will be studying this 15th chapter of Gita in today's retreat. Naturally, when we are studying, starting the 15th chapter, what happened up to the 14 chapters? That we must know. The first 6 chapters dealt with defining ourselves, purifying ourselves, clarity about ourselves. So when we are coming for the study of scriptures, there are no regrets, frustration in our mind. A cheerful, happy person alone can study scriptures. If we have this notion, I am papoham, papakarmaham, I have done all many sins, Swamiji, what should I do? Go to hell. Don't condemn yourself. As much we should respect others, much more we should have self-respect, not self-arrogance. See? And therefore, we do that up to the 6th chapter of Gita. The I is properly defined, chiseled, purified, and it is now ready to take the next leap. The next leap is from 7th chapter up to 12th chapter. There we are told, whatever you have achieved in life, don't forget, Daivam Chaivatra Panchamam. It is the divine grace because of which you are able to achieve anything in life. By this, the second Upasana part is over. Then comes the third part of Bhagavad Gita, which starts from 13 up to 18th. In 13th chapter, Bhagavan gives very important topic, which is elaborated in 15th chapter. There he says, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya vidhiyate etadyo vettitam prahuhu kshetradya iti tadvidaha kshetradyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. First two verses. See? Hey Arjun, Bharata is a technical word. Bha means knowledge. Bha means light. Therefore, Bhanu, Bhaskar, Prabha, Shobha, Bhabha, Atomic Energy Center in India. Bha. So Bharata, Rata means he who is reveling in knowledge. See? Those who want something, if I read Bhagavad Gita, what I will get? You will get nothing. Then why should I read? Don't read, who cares? This attitude in our life, what I will get, is an obstacle on a spiritual path. Are we ready to sacrifice everything? It is a bargain of complete loss. You know, once I went to Badri Kedar, and at Rudraprayag, the two rivers meet together. Now the whole thing has changed after 2013 calamities. One side Alaknanda comes, other side Mandakini comes. And that confluence of the two rivers is considered to be very holy. So we had nice bath and all that, fresh. There also questions are after me, I don't know why. So one lady asked, Swamiji, why this is considered pure? I said, because a holy person like you have come here. No, please tell why it is pure, why it is holy. All the river junctions are called as Prayag. Prayag means they are very holy places. Why it is so? I said, look here. This side, Alaknanda, with her name, color, form, origin. This side, Mandakini, with name, color, form, origin. They come together. And here, Mandakini sacrifices her name and form. Wherever name and form is sacrificed, we are evolving spiritually. That is the reason. Like you people are so nicely dressed, proper matching, nicely dressed and all, beautiful hairstyle, well shaved and all that. We see how horrible we are. Because when we get this diksha of sannyasa, we have to change our name and form. Form we change, put such clothes nobody likes to put them on. In UK, when I was coming from somewhere, one child was coming with her mother and looking at me started laughing. Mummy, man putting pink clothes. They enjoy. See? When I was in China, there I was a big hit. You know why? Among the ladies, because of my shoes. And among the gents, because of my beard. So they will be asking, they don't know their language and neither I know. So by only size they say. So since how long you are growing your beard? It is so long. Oh, since I was a child. Oh, they didn't understand the joke. Child doesn't have the beard. See, friends. So when we change the name and the form, our total past is dropped. The form we have changed, name, earlier whatever may be your name. Now what is your name? Gadbadananda. On that also question, one child, Swamiji, why your name is always followed by Ananda? I said, is it a monopoly of cinema actors, Devananda? There must be some reason. I said, reason is, for name's sake, be happy. See? So we have, for all practical purposes, committed our Shraddha karma. When the sannyas is taken, that day we do Viraja Homa, and in that we have offered our own Pindadan. So for all technical purposes, I am dead. Don't touch me. If you touch me, go and take holy bath. See, Nama Rupa has to be given up. And therefore, here the notion as to who am I? So the teacher says, this body is just a place where you are living, and the one who is enlivening the body, he is called a Kshetrajna. Then what is our understanding? Per body, there is one soul. This error has to be corrected. It is not a shoe. Per shoe, there is one soul. Spelling you change. No. It is one reality expressing through all the bodies. But our attention is where? The expressions, not the one which is expressing. See? Who is miserable? The son is miserable, the husband is miserable, the father is miserable. Man is not miserable. So, the son, husband and father, they are the souls. Now, for these souls, where is the body? The man is never miserable. In the same manner, Paramatma, the divine, expressing through all the bodies, enlivens the bodies. And because of that, like the one man has not become three, in the same manner, one Paramatma has not become three. Etadyo vettitam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. Bhagavan says, he who knows this, that there is one reality pulsating in and through the totality without getting into manyness. See, friends, to bring this point to our cognition, in the 14th chapter, the teacher gives a clear description and distinction between the matter and the spirit. And after that was given, then in the same 14th chapter, Bhagavan says that he who is able to function through the matter, but yet beyond the influence of the matter. He who is able to drive the car without creating accidents. See? How important it is. Then such a person, such a Mahatma, he is described. Prakasham cha pravrittim cha mohameva cha pandava na dveshti sampravruttani na nivruttani kankshati. He is no more influenced by the expressions. See? When electricity expresses through the bulb as light, the same electricity expresses as heat through the heater. The same electricity expresses as the cold through the fridge. Does it make any difference to electricity? Are three electricities? light electricity, heat electricity, and cold electricity. The differences are the gadget through which it is expressing. In the same manner, we are all different because of the upadhi, because of the body and other things. Otherwise, we are all one. This is the ultimate we have to discover. It is for this purpose we study Upanishads. See, Upanishad Shabdena Brahma Vidya Uchyate. This is the ultimate knowledge. There are no differences. See, in BITS Pilani, it's a very big institution, one of the topmost, even superior than the IITs. I used to go there for talks quite few years. Now I stopped going. So the Vice Chancellor was a very nice person, and probably he was listening me on those days cassettes, etc. So he invited. I went. Then he said, Swamiji, please talk to our students something about religion, philosophy, spirituality. They know nothing. I said, all right. So 3 talks I gave: religion, philosophy, and spirituality. And the conclusion of that 3 talk series was, in religion there is no God. In philosophy there is no wisdom. Where God and wisdom coexist is spirituality. So you decide whether you want to be religious. See how important it is. Or you want to be philosopher. What is the philosophy? Wisdom made available to others is philosophy. And what is wisdom? Philosophy applied on oneself is philosophy, wisdom. See, friends. Therefore, here the 15th chapter is the spirituality. We have to discover our essential nature. And this is how the 15th chapter begins with Bhagavan Krishna's statement. Now, if you are interested, you repeat after me. If you don't, I will keep repeating. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan has not taken breakfast or what? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Urdhvamulamadasyakam Ashvattham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavita Adashtordhvam Prasruta Tasya Shakha Adashtordhvam Prasruta Tasya Shakha. We have to go in the rhythm. Don't go fast. I know you know better. Guna pravruddha vishaya pravala adascha mulanyanu santatani karmanubandhini manushaloke. In this chapter, 5 topics are dealt with. And these 5 topics are the essence of all the scriptures. By scriptures, I mean Veda, Upanishad. 5 topics are: what is the world? What is spiritual practice? What is the soul? What is God? And what is the ultimate truth? These are the 5 topics dealt with. The first, what is the world is told. So, Urdhvamulamadasyakam Ashvattham Prahuravyam. This world is what? Urdhvamulamadasyakam. The roots are above and the branches are below. Meaning, this is the type of a tree which is doing Shirshasana. So you try to see such a tree. Oh, the tree with the roots above and the branches below struggle for some time. Then it is called as Ashvatha. Shva means tomorrow. Tha means remains. A means not. that which does not remain tomorrow as it is today, meaning that which is constantly changing. Ashwatam. And yet it is avyayam. It doesn't undergo any change. This is too much. And Chandamsi Yasya Paranani. And all the scriptures are the leaves of the tree. Be attentive. The beauty of the tree is neither because of the flowers nor because of the fruits, but because of the leaves. If a tree doesn't have any leaf, it looks dead. It doesn't look good. In the same manner, the beauty of this samsara vriksha is because of the importance of the scriptural statements. Chandamsi yasya paranani. Now, what is this world? Who tells us? Our scriptures tell us. Yastam veda savedavid. He who knows that. What is that? Urdhvamoola madashakam. The roots are above. See? Now try to see this root, this tree. You will come back to yourself. Plants eat from below, grow upwards. Animals eat from the front, grow backwards. We eat from above, grow downwards and sidewards. So which is the tree? Our body is the tree. Urdhva Moola Madashakam, Ashwatam, constantly changing. It is not same as it is today. And avyayam, yet we never recognize that we have changed. You must have heard a pathetic joke of an old person. What is the joke? The joke is, one old man asked me this question. Morning 6 o'clock, I was in Calcutta and near a lake. And morning time that day I had no satsang, so I was enjoying the breeze and the beautiful chirping of the bird. And I was in my own divine mood. One old man came, very small, and with a half pant and a t-shirt and a cap, and he came and he asked me, "Excuse me, can you tell me what is my age?" That means his age. To an unknown person in the morning at 6 o'clock, such question can be asked by whom? So I looked at him. 3.5 years. Children only can ask such questions. No. Tell me really, what is my age? I told him, you are 81 years young. When I said you are 81 years young, he nearly jumped out of his skin. You are the only person who correctly understood me. I am 81, but I don't feel I am old. I said that is a tragedy for the society. In old age, you must feel you are old. See, friends, otherwise our life becomes like a bullock cart. Bullocks are removed and two other animals are yoked. One animal is a he-buffalo. The other animal is a racehorse. How will be the condition of that bullock cart? Exactly. Our body is like the he-buffalo, doesn't move. Pain here, pain there, pain everywhere. That is our body, and our mind is like a racehorse. What will be the condition? Therefore, in old, remain old. That is a dignity. Don't try to become young in the old. See? So, Chandamsi Yasya Paranani. And this is what our scriptures tell us. That we are here for something higher. And what is that higher? We have done everything in our life now. Now, what for we have come here? See? Chandamsi Yasya Paranani Yastam Veda Savedavid. Therefore, we have to recognize who is this, who is functioning through this body. And there, again, this world is further explained. Adashchordam prasruta tasya shakha. See? Lower and above. Are we not caught in these two things? My parents, my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Get out of this rubbish. See, in one place, one person was after me. He said, Swamiji, why don't you start schools? I said, I don't want to start. No, but you have to justify why you don't want to start. I said, you produce children. School I will run. Am I mad or what? See? All the time the same theme. Children, arey yaar, enough is enough. You have destroyed your life. Let them destroy their life. See? Enough of that. Enough. See? There is no other theme in their life. The son, of course, get married. Then the boy gets married. And then the daughter-in-law comes. Again, another Mahayuddha starts. Dharma Kshetri, Kurukshetri. Is this life or what? Get out of that. And for that purpose, it is said here, Adasya urdhvam prasruta tasya shaka. We all the time talk about our parents, our culture, our tradition, our going up, 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 up. And then below, we want to give this wisdom to our children. And who are they? They don't listen to you. Why the children don't listen to us? Because we are not presenting an ideal before them. See, Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. One mother went to him with a child and told, Thakur, my son is eating too much of sweets. Please tell him not to eat it. So Bhagavan said, come next Sunday. He made her come 3-4 times. And after 5th Sunday or so, he told to that child, Beta, don't eat sweets, it's not good for your health. He agreed. Now the child went out. Now mother was eating his head. If you have to tell only this much, why did you ask me to come 5 times? Why didn't you tell the first time? Then that great master told, look here, before I tell the child, don't eat sweets, I must abstain myself from eating sweets. Our words don't carry meaning. And then we blame the world. Swamiji, children don't listen to us. What is great in you? See? Therefore, friends, adashchordam prasruta tasya shaka guna pravruddha. And then we are so much involved in this matter, the sattva rajas tamas. We want our children to be the best. One mother came and asked me this question. Swamiji, the world is too bad. I said, look here, I have not created, don't complain. You know, my neighbor came and gave sweets. So I kept quiet. Now what can you talk? You know why? I kept quiet. Her son came in a merit class and gave me the sweets. I said, Mama, what are you talking? Are you in senses or what? When my son will come in the merit class, I will also distribute sweets to my neighbor. No, somebody you don't know. I said, okay, then teach me. She said, she did not come and give me sweet because of that. My son failed 4 times. Just the Hindi expression, Meri naak kaatne ke liye. She came and gave me the sweets. Now what can you talk to that Mahamaya? Then the question came, Swamiji, why this happens? Other people's children are coming in merit class. My child failed 4 times. Why? So I said, Mama, to a chili plant, can the tomatoes come? What you talk, I don't understand. Thank God. Otherwise, you will make my chutney. अपने औकात पहचानो महाराज. Therefore, don't get too much involved in this world. We are here, the last thing that is remaining pending in our life, spiritual evolution. Everything is over now. Last thing. And what is spiritual evolution? You are not going to get anything. And you are not going to lose anything. Going beyond the calculations of loss and gain is living in God. Are we not doing the same thing every day? What is the deep sleep? We give up everything. What do we get? We get nothing. But that time, we are one with the divine. So if we are able to remain like in deep sleep, but in the waking state, we are living in God. See? Suppose you are snoring away and somebody comes and scolds you. This fellow is snoring so loudly, shut up. He will keep quiet. Krrr, krrr, krrr. And in when you are happy, you cannot be hurriedly happy. Have you seen somebody is happy? Hey, I am happy. No, no, no. See, I am so happy. Happiness cannot be fast. It is very comfortable, slow. And therefore, in the deep sleep, we are all happy. Therefore, we snore slowly. Have you seen anybody snoring fast? Kar, 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 kar. No, 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 no. There it is Saptaswar. Krrrr. And then again, da, 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 da. Because we are happy. And therefore, if you are one with the divine, you will be happy for no reason. What is the reason that we are happy in the deep sleep? No reason. No cause, no effect. In being, there is bliss. In becoming, there are blisters. Don't become anybody, just be. अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृता तस्य शाखा गुण प्रवृद्धा विषय प्रवाला. And then adhascha mulanyanusantataani karmanubandhini manushaloke. This picture is that of the Vatavruksha, banyan tree. You must have seen in banyan tree, old banyan tree, if you see in Calcutta, there is one banyan tree spread over a very wide area. And so many roots are adventitious roots. You will not know which is the main trunk. So many of them. In the same manner, as a human being alone, we have got the freedom of doing karma. And because of this karma, karmanubandhini manushya loke, then whole life is going, I had to do this, I had to do that, I had to do this, I had to do that. And there is no end, and then we get tied down in this world. This is how the samsara continues. There was a child born to someone, and he was extremely attached to his grandmother. So the grandmother was always feeling, see, his mother doesn't know anything, but he is very close to me. So it was okay for a few days, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 7 years. The grandchild is not ready to leave the grandmother. She got fed up. And then not only he was dictating her, don't put on this sari, don't talk to that man, don't do this thing, I like this thing. So she was so fed up. Why is dictating like this? Then they went to some Panditji, saw the horoscope or whatever, and then asked, what is the reason? He said, this child is your husband. Then she started recollecting, oh, I know all his habits are exactly like him because he was too much attached to his wife and died. Therefore, in the same family, he was again born. If you want to get rid of your family members, next life at least be happy. Don't get too much involved in this world. Karmanubandhini manushya. Now, this is the story about the creation told. This is water. I must make it clear. Thereafter, Bhagavan says, now read the third verse. Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. Nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha. Ashvattamenam suvirudha moolam. Asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. Now this type of tree, urdhva moola madashakham, na rupamasya tatha iha upalabhyate. Iha means vichara kale, when you contemplate, when you inquire. You will never see a tree with the roots up and the branches down. When? When you start inquiring. And what will you think? Nanto na chadi narasam pradishta. It doesn't have a beginning, it doesn't have the center, it doesn't have an end. See? Now just come back to yourself. See? Beginning is birth. Do we have the experience of our birth? We don't have. Second thing, you all must be the victims of the horrible scope. They call it horoscope or horoscope, sorry. And in that, you will see in anybody's kundali, there they write the time of birth, always odd time. 9:37. So that nurse, she is watching or what? Time kitna? So one nurse, I asked this question. I said, Mama, it is for my general knowledge, okay? Don't scold me, don't become angry. Now, what is that? I said, look here. All the people, they are given the time of the birth of the child, always odd figure. Except two, Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna, exactly at 12 o'clock, day and night. All other, they are born odd figure. How it is possible? He says, Swamiji, you are a Swami, I'll tell you the truth. Say, suppose we tell the child is born 8 o'clock, they don't accept us. Oh, you are not seen. But when we say 7:59, this is Arey Dumbo. Neither the mother knows what is the time of birth, nor the child knows, nor the nurse knows, and on the basis of that, we conduct our life, This graha, that graha, the worst graha is duragraha. Remove him and relax. See, Maharaj, we insist, things should happen like this, suffer. Nobody can help you. Therefore, we have no experience of birth. We have no experience of growth. For the first time, when a young girl is asked by a small child, Auntie, what is the time, please? That girl will say, don't call me auntie before everybody, call me Didi. Or Dumbo, you are growing, you are old. We never feel we are old. We never feel we are growing. It is the grace of the society. See, the other day I went somewhere, here only recently, to see something, so they had to take it and all that. So when I was standing there, I said, hey, senior citizen. She said, no, please. Wise citizen. I was so happy. We don't call senior citizen wise because you are grown up. See? Therefore, we have no experience of our growth. Third, na antaha. We have no experience of our death. We suffer never because of death. We suffer because of the fear of death. And then the question we ask, Maharaj, after death what happens? People will be happy around. No. What happens to the soul? First of all, we have no experience of death. Childhood, we are touched fire, we have experienced, it burns. Therefore, we are afraid of fire. We have no experience of death. Why we should be afraid? But when it can happen? When you inquire. Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate. Friends, the first step on the spiritual path is freedom from body identification. If that is not aimed at, you may do anything. Kurute Ganga Sagar Gamanam Vrata Paripalanam Athava Danam ज्ञान विहीन सर्वमतेन भजति न muktim janma shatena. Friends, the first step is freedom from body identification. In Panchadashi, this topic is brought out very beautiful way. There are different ways of looking at life. Mukhyatma, the essential self. Then second is the mithyatma, the illusory self. Then third is the pratibhasik jiva, the non-existing appearance of the soul. And fourth is the vyavaharik jiva. And the last one is the paramarthik jiva. 5 of them. Be attentive. Absolute self is mukhyatma. That is what we are. Yastam veda savedavid. Now this I, the absolute self, expressing through the body, gets identified with the body, and a notion that I am body is born. That is the illusory self, mithyatma, a virtual reality. After we take this virtual reality as real, then the second generation scam begins, 2G scam. After the body identification, then we become mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And who is miserable? These fellows are miserable. Mother, sister, brother, father. Where are they? Find out. Try to separate the husband from the man. You cannot, because it doesn't exist. See, friends. Then what he has to do? He is a secondary self. That is the gaunatma, not the real one. Then for him, what is the sadhana? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Do your job perfectly well. That is called the vyavaharik jiva. See? Vyavaharik jiva, understand clearly, is only for conducting the business of life. These are adjustments and nothing more than that. In Germany, after my retreat was over, one lady asked me this question. Swamiji, you should have come in my life 25 years before. I said, even then I would not have married you. No. Not for that purpose. Then I would not have divorced 3 times. I said, now get married 4 times and don't divorce. But now I realize where I had gone wrong. It was my mistake because of which I sought the divorce. I said, okay, now you have asked me a question. I want to ask you a question. Yes. Be attentive. When you were married for the first time, for our understanding, your couple was called W1H1. W means wife and H means husband. So the first couple was W1H1. You separated. Got again married, W2H2. Third time, W3H3. Now my question is, W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to what? Is the W3 is the summation of the earlier two? And when the divorce happened, where that wife has gone? The virtual reality is useful, but not real. See, like husband is useful for lifting the bag, washing the dishes, useful, but not real. One of my very good friend couple, they had started talking my language in their house. So the husband calls wife, Mithya darling, please come. Because wife is Mithya, illusory, virtual. And she also says, Mithya honey, what do you want? So you conduct the business of life, but don't get entangled in this world. That is the vyavaharik jiva. Now be attentive. This vyavaharik jiva, if he is seeing some good or bad dreams in the dream, will he give importance to that? No, come on, it was just a dream. Don't give too much importance. Be attentive. Exactly. Paramarthik jiva, a seeker like you. Paramarthik jiva does not get influenced by this vyavaharik jiva. This will be always like that. We are here only for spiritual evolution. This is what is mentioned here. Narupamasteha tatopalabhyate nanto nachadi narasampradishta. One husband was telling me in front of his wife, Swamiji, please tell her, she should respect me. I am elder than her. She doesn't have any concern for my age even. I said, look here, I am with mama, not with you. Why? Now tell me, did you got married one after another or together? Of course, we got married together. So marriage-wise, your age is the same. Fight is not between the man and the woman, but husband and the wife. Then I asked, how many years you are married? Swami, you are married for 15 years. I said, wait for another 4 years. Continue fighting. Why 4 years? After 19, teenage is over. Then you will come to know it is better to deal with the known enemy than the unknown friend. See, friends, take life lightly in the light of wisdom. That is for the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. So, na rupamasteha tatopalabhyate, nanto na chadi narasampradishta. Then the question says, what is to be done with this such a world? Ashwathamenam, this constantly changing world that we are, suviruda moolam, it is so firmly rooted. We have taken it as really I am body. No, no, no. Insist. And this is what meditation is. Instead of struggling silently or sleeping, in one place, one person asked this question. Swamiji, in our, our Guru Maharaj teaches us meditation, all people sit like that. And I can't close my eyes. So I watch what others are doing. And then I see that some of them do like this thing. And I don't know what is that. I said, that is Jhatka meditation. They are sleeping. See, friends. Na rupamasteha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadi sampadisha. Suviruda moolam. So firmly rooted in this body. Suviruda moolam. Even Brahmaji comes and tells us, you are not the body. We'll say, Acha, come next time. Now I am body. And therefore Bhagavan says, asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So real spiritual practice begins. Be very attentive. To know, I am not telling you any karma. Only understand correctly. Things will happen. Attachment is an illusion. Attachment has no basis. See, friends, if you want to know where I learned this, I tell you. In one place, in old age, one has to die earlier. That is the way. In cricket match, one of the partner will be out. So, in that place, that man died. The smart ones die early. The dumbos continue further and suffer life. I have seen one Tamil couple. I really adore them. You know what are their prayers? Their prayers are every day. Bhagwan, man says, Bhagwan, let her die first. She says, oh Lord, let him die first. I said, your love is unique. They say, Swamiji, you don't know. I said, I know why you are telling this. Tell me why it is. I said, when he will die first, you will be able to maintain yourself. I know he is so dumb, he cannot even prepare a cup of tea. If I die, he will suffer. I don't want him to suffer. So therefore, let him die first. In my presence, I can manage myself. That is pure love, is it not? But normally what happens? When the man dies, then the lady is crying. What is her crying? No, what will happen to me? How will I? So you die, who cares? What will happen to me? Friends, we are selfish up to the bone marrow. See, asanga shastrena drudena chitva. We are not attached to our body also. If we are attached to our body, we cannot go to sleep. What is the sleep? 100% detachment from the body. We are not identified with the body. Let the body fall anywhere. In Calcutta, many years before, for the Durga Puja time, when I was going with the youngsters to see darshan, morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So on the footpath, so many people were sleeping. Man, woman, young, old, goat, dog, and the cat, everything together sleeping. Just to play, I said, hey, you have seen this thing? Yes. Now make one statement by looking at it. So, oh, they are tired. Second one is, oh, they are poor. The third thing, they must be having no place to sleep. Blah, blah, blah. Continue. I said, very good. Go. No, no, no. You make a statement. I said, my statement is different. At this moment, man is not man. Woman is not woman. Dog is not dog. Cat is not cat. How important it is to recognize. Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. We have to be convinced fully of this. And that conviction can come only by reflection, contemplation. Now, how do we come to this conviction? Be very attentive. It's very simple. This world becomes valuable for me only when I am identified with the body. If I am not identified with the body, worldly possessions will have no value for me. So what should be the spiritual practice now? Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. First, we have to give up or hold on possessiveness in this world. First step. Then we are walking spiritual path. See? In Melbourne, one of my friend, he had new house constructed. He took me. Swamiji, please bless and all that. Till date, I had not understood what is the meaning of blessing, but I go there. So, this is the room, and this is. So, last room, that is my daughter's room, but she doesn't allow to go to anybody to her room. I said, I will go. And I forced myself inside. And on the left side, why she was not allowing, I understood. There was a shoe rack. There were more than 60 pairs of shoes. I said, you have got 2 legs with 60 pairs of shoes. Had you had 4 legs, what you would have done? See? How many things we keep on collecting. See, friends, too many things. If we really mean that asanga, unattached, slowly we come to discover to whatever we have given importance, that becomes the source of trouble for us. This is what I have learned in my life. I tell you one of my crazy thing. About cleanliness and tidiness, I am crazy. So, wherever you go, you are bound to be miserable. Because everywhere it will be the same mess. See? Once I was in Hyderabad, went to somebody's Telugu house. They have given me a room and all that. And the bed sheet on that was so dirty, they must have wiped the whole floor and put on that. That whole night I did not sleep because it was dirty. That day I was thinking, hey Krishna, why you have done like this thing? You have to learn that dirt is in your mind. See, other people are sleeping in dirt, why don't you sleep? Yes, good. Slowly, when you give up obsessions, you are happy. Obsessions about possessions. How many things we keep on collecting. Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Therefore, this non-attachment born out of wisdom and understanding is spiritual practice. Non-attachment born out of compulsion if you take 1 teaspoonful of sugar, reserve your cremation ground. Your diabetes is so high, you cannot take even a grain of sugar. Okay, I will give up sugar. But suppose I take injection and then take. See? When something is given up out of frustration, it is not spiritual practice. When you give up something out of your choice, it is the freedom. Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Then we will live in this body, but we will no more live as the body. See? So simple, my friends, it's not difficult. We have to ourselves work on it. Nobody can do. One principle you will come to know after this. Whatever we have given importance to, that becomes the source of misery for us. Anything. You give importance to, for example, chanting the Lord's name. That Lord's name will make you miserable. Work on the mind, not outside. Then you are slowly learning how much we are attached. For example, I'll give you to practice this non-attachment. Now, those who are regular in their spiritual practice, like doing the japa or chanting or doing meditation or reading or studying, every day they are methodical, very regular. Now, suppose you are chanting Lord's name. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Unless I finish 21 malas, I will not take food. Om Namah Shivaya, 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 Om Namah Shivaya. Now one day, knowingly, purposefully, don't chant any mantra. And watch your mind. Anything done mechanically has no spiritual value. Anything mechanically you do. Spiritual life is living in awareness. See, friends, I remember I used to chant so many stotras regularly. And one day, for whatever reason, I have forgotten one stotra, Purusha Sukta chanting. That whole day I was so miserable. How can I forget this? I must punish myself. Then what is the punishment? I will not take food. This is not spiritual practice. See, friend, work on your mind. As we must forgive others, forgive yourself also. Don't be torturous. Don't fight with the mind. Love the mind. Sometimes the mind is not in a mood to chant. Never mind, wash the dishes. Then the mind will say, no, I will chant. Very good. See? Don't fight with the mind. Engage the mind for something or the other. Engaged mind is a controlled mind. When our mind is not engaged, then that mind becomes a problem for us. And it is for this purpose our elders have told in old age, like Samartha Ramdas Swami says, Upasanela Drudhatala Vave, you should do upasana so that the old man is kept busy in the house. When he is busy in the house, there is a peace in the house. We must have something to look forward to every day in our life. If we have nothing to look forward to, then breakfast के लिए क्या है? मेरा सर खाओ. See? Therefore, keep yourself occupied. Then which way? Yes, sometimes chant, never mind. Sometimes write down the japa. If that doesn't happen, sing bhajan kirtan. See? Only that particular period, don't suffer. Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Then we will come to know spiritual life doesn't become a mechanical one. It is not a military drill. By the left, quick march. cut. No. Relax, relax. And thereafter we will come to know spiritual practice is never done. It starts happening. And like the flower never knows it has a fragrance, others know. In the same manner, when we evolve spiritually, change starts coming in us. And that is noticed by others more than us. And the change is you are at peace with yourself. The highest spiritual practice. Remain alone without feeling lonely. You want a company sometime or the other. No company. Relax, relax, relax. With this, the first notion about the world, this world is too bad, and the world is why God created this world, and why it is like that, all these questions are sorted out. We are trying to fight with the world which doesn't exist. The world begins after body identification. The traffic rules are applied to you if you are sitting in a driving seat and driving the car. This world is a problem to us when we are identified with the body. Therefore, the world will be less problematic to us to the same extent we are no more living as the body for the body on everybody. Such a person who has slowly withdrawn from the world with understanding and wisdom, now to such a student, the spiritual practice is told. Tatas padam tat, please repeat after me. Tatas padam tat parimargitavyam. Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. Yata pravritti prasruta purani. This we'll do in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.